I call Auschwitz my cherished wound. I went back to Auschwitz, and I think it was very important for me to revisit the places, relive the experience, and then switch gears like in a car, and then you release the clutch. So what are you holding on to, and what are you willing to let go of? Because my definition of love is the ability to let go. What are you holding on to?
Yeah.
What are you willing? Willing is a very good word. I had to be willing to be at the guards and realizing that somehow whatever is going on, it's temporary and I can survive it. So you never give up, ever, never give up.
I don't think I ever had the pleasure of meeting anyone as impressive as Dr. Edith Eger. I consciously use the word impressive here, as I'm very certain you will never forget her once you've met her, nor will you ever forget the books she has written, The Choice and The Gift. Dr. Eger is a 94-year-old psychologist who, after surviving the horrific atrocities of Auschwitz and not long after fleeing her home country just before the Russians take over power there, lands in the United States with not a penny to her name. If you have not yet done so, please listen to episode 18 of this podcast, where I had the tremendous honor of speaking to her. And please, please read her book, The Choice. It will change you forever, I guarantee it. The energy, strength, and undying optimism of this 94-year-old titan is contagious, and her advice that we always have a choice is one we should all immerse ourselves in. As I said in the interview, the world is a better place because we have people like Dr. Edith Eger in it. It is my choice to listen to her and learn from her, and I hope it will be yours as well. Without further ado, please enjoy these Notes to Nono from Dr. Edith Eger.
Love is not what you feel, is what you do. Especially you, the man, you're going to really be a good role model to your children. Because children don't do what we say, they do what they see. And you're showing the children the way you treat their mother. So you bring breakfast to bed to your wife Sunday, and love is not what you feel, is what you do. And none of the positive thinking does any good unless it's followed with a positive action. And that's what I had in Auschwitz. I had an opportunity to discover that actually I can, as you said before, look at the guards, that they were the prisoners, that they will have to face their conscience, that I am good and I'm free. And that's what, of course, has to do with two things. It has to do with revenge, or it has to be looked at as forgiving. Because you can have revenge and you can have some satisfaction. You know, I told them off, but I think it's very temporary. I like the idea that forgiveness is not me forgiving you for what you did to me. I don't have any godly power, but that's why, to me, forgiveness is the one that gives me the real freedom. And so I hope that people are able to somehow realize that while you're angry at someone, you're the one who suffers. Because underneath of anger is a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. And so I like you to do two things. Think about your thinking, because what you think you create. And then pay attention what you're focusing on, because anything you focus on, it's very important to realize that anything you focus on has to be in alignment to get you closer to the goal that you set yourself. So there is nothing wasted here. And I hope that you will recognize that what you're doing now, you are looking at the same thing from a different perspective, from an opportunity. The more choices you have, the less you're going to feel like a victim. There is no victim without a victimizer.
Yeah.
See, when you're a victim, you're going to find a victimizer. And many times yesterday's victims become today's victimizer. So it's very important to see how you have a choice every morning to get up and know that life is just one day. Just one day. That in the evening, I am in the evening part of my life, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to happy asking not what life has given me, but in what way I could make people choices. Because the more choices you have, the less you feel like a victim. I am going to be 94 years old, September 29th, and you know what? I never felt younger than I do now because I give up my need for other people's approval. You know, if I come to you and I want to get to know you and you tell me you're too busy, it doesn't mean I was rejected. Rejection is just an English word that people make up to express a feeling when you don't get what you want. Everything has to do with expectation.
Yeah.
Because what I learned in Auschwitz, that love comes from inside out, which is my ballet master that told me that all the ecstasy comes in life from inside out, but I didn't know that word. I didn't know what it meant, ecstasy. And I'm telling you, my ballet master was right. Life is not from outside in. Don't wait someone to make you happy. You're as happy as you choose. And when I'm happy, I have joy. I have joy. I have a lot of joy right now watching you and knowing that I want to be remembered, that I truly have the young people now looking at me, hopefully, as a good role model. Thank you very much. I am going to lock you in my heart. There is a special place there for you, and hoping this is just the beginning of a lifelong friendship.
If you liked this episode of the Teach Pitch podcast, then it would mean the absolute world if you could share it with your friends and or give it a short review on your preferred podcast platform. The more you share your ideas about these interviews, the more people will find out about them. So do let us know what you think. We'd be very, very grateful.
Special thanks to Kevin MacLeod for our beautiful theme music, Le Grand Chase. This podcast was produced and edited by Natalie Piles. Project coordination by Inva Cheney.